Hi, and thank you for joining. In this tutorial, we will explore the different types of cells. Cells are the fundamental structural units of life. The properties of life emerge at the level of the cell. In other words, a cell can perform all of the activities required for life. The cell theory states that every living organism is composed of cells. The cell is the basic unit of life, and cells arise only from pre-existing cells. A cell is usually a microscopic structure containing nuclear and cytoplasmic material enclosed by a semipermeable membrane, and in some instances, a cell wall. There are two main categories of cells, eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eukaryotic cells are large cells that have membrane-enclosed nuclei and organelles. All organisms except for bacteria and archaea are composed of eukaryotic cells. A prokaryotic cell is simpler and usually much smaller than a eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells do not contain a membrane-bound nucleus, nor any other membrane-enclosed organelles. A bacterial cell is a good example of a prokaryotic cell. Cells share certain characteristics. For example, every cell is enclosed by a plasma membrane. This membrane is vital because it regulates the passage of materials between the cell and its environment. Cells also have chromosomes which carry genes made of DNA. Finally, all cells contain ribosomes, which are small structures that make proteins. Let's take a closer look at the structure of a prokaryotic cell. In this diagram, we can see the simple structures common to these cells. The pili are attachment structures on the surface of some prokaryotes. The nucleoid is the area of the cell where the genetic material is found. This differs from the nucleus in eukaryotic cells in that it is not enclosed in a membrane to separate it from the cytoplasm. Ribosomes are structures that synthesize proteins. These ribosomes are smaller than the ones found in eukaryotic cells and also have molecular differences that allow for the action of some antibiotics, which target prokaryotic ribosomes. The plasma membrane is a semipermeable membrane enclosing the cytoplasm. The cell wall found on most prokaryotes is a rigid structure outside the plasma membrane. This wall protects the cell and helps it maintain its shape. Some bacteria are enclosed with a sticky outer coat called a capsule. This capsule provides protection while also serving as the sticky glue-like material that allows for prokaryotic organisms to attach to surfaces. Finally, flagella are long projections that allow for locomotion through a liquid environment. Next, let's look at eukaryotic cells. These cells are quite different from prokaryotic cells. All eukaryotic cells have a membrane-bound nucleus and other membrane-enclosed organelles. All eukaryotic cells are fundamentally similar to one another. Eukaryotic cells include both animal and plant cells. Let's take a closer look at some of the structures and organelles of these cells. We can divide the structures and organelles into four basic functional groups: manufacturing, breakdown, energy processing and structural support, movement, and communication. First, we have the nucleus, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus. The nucleus is the genetic control center of the cell as it contains the DNA. Ribosomes function as a site of protein synthesis. Proteins that are made here can be used in the cell for export. The endoplasmic reticulum is an extensive membranous network and is responsible for the production of the protein and lipid components of the cell's organelles. There are two types of ER, rough, which is coated with ribosomes, and smooth, which isn't. The Golgi apparatus functions to modify, store, and ship products of the endoplasmic reticulum. The Golgi apparatus is primarily responsible for directing molecular traffic in the cell. Nearly all molecules pass through the Golgi complex at some point in their existence. Organelles involved in the breakdown of molecules include lysosomes, vacuoles, and peroxisomes. A lysosome contains digestive enzymes enclosed in a membranous sac. Lysosomes have digestive functions and help to break things down, such as food particles and damaged organelles. Vacuoles are membranous sacs that have a variety of functions. In plant cells, a central vacuole might help a plant grow in size by absorbing water and enlarging. It can also store waste products, chemicals, or pigments. It may even contain poisons to protect the plant against predators. In an animal cell, there might be contractile vacuole, which allows the cell to pull in and expel water. Peroxisomes are involved in various metabolic functions such as the detoxification of alcohol and other harmful substances and the breakdown of fatty acids to be used as fuel. Mitochondria and chloroplasts are involved in energy processing. Mitochondria convert the chemical energy of foods to chemical energy of ATP. ATP is the main energy source for cellular work, and most of the cell's ATP is made in the organelle. Chloroplasts, which are only found in plant cells, convert solar energy to chemical energy. These organelles absorb sunlight and use it to drive the synthesis of sugar from carbon dioxide and water. Structural support, movement, and communication among cells are the function and components of the cytoskeleton, plasma membrane, and cell wall. The cytoskeleton is a network of protein fibers which extends throughout the cytoplasm of a cell. Both structural support and cell motility are provided by the cytoskeleton. Recent evidence also suggests that the cytoskeleton transmits signals from one cell surface to its interior. The plasma membrane sets a cell off from its surroundings and acts as a selective barrier to the passage of ions and molecules in and out of the cell. Plants have a cell wall which helps protect the cell and maintain its shape. You can see that eukaryotic cells are pretty complicated when compared to prokaryotic cells. Thank you for watching our video on cells. If you like this video, please go over to our YouTube channel where there are many more videos like this. Have a great day.